Onward to victory.
Rooms. Perhaps you would like to take a look around after you...
We have a problem on our hands.
Here.
Let's set this in motion. They won't expect this. Easy. Contemplate your weakness. As said, so done.
What's suspicious? I'm afraid I must remain here.
Let's seize the moment. Let's see this through.
That is simply irrational, Lady Theodora. Assimilation into the trade structure would be political and economic suicide.
Then suggest an alternative that will satisfy me. I have described the situation.
What is this? Is this someone from your retinue, Theodora? Do you permit your people to interrupt your conversations in such a fashion?
I give that permission to those with something of substance to say. Let us see if it was worth it. This is the second candidate for the title of my successor. Consider this hypothetical situation. Ion 6. A new world on the fringes of the Coronis expanse. High seismic activity, regular magma eruptions, metamorphic rock deposits. Thorough, but presumptuous. It took me a great deal to find one psyker who could serve me well for many years. Yet you speak of several.
Sanctioned psychers are rare and valuable instruments of the Golden Throne. Or do you suggest that we use heretics, who are an offense to the God Emperor's light? It would be rather careless of you to utter such profanity in the presence of his faithful servants. Well, I find your company disagreeable, and yet I am forced to endure such.
Edelthrad, I believe I gave you an assignment on this ship. Explain to me then why my senior congregator is still dawdling about the officer's deck.
I beg your forgiveness, Lady Theodora.
So, why are you here? You have seeded the opening that was offered to you in a woeful display of meekness. Admittedly, this tendency is equally strong in all who toil in the Emperor's service. Immutable hierarchy, absolute obedience, lickspittlery, compulsion to please. I value none of these things. From the moment my envoys came for you, the terms of your existence changed. My name is Theodora von... It is my decision alone to determine the fate of whatever I find past the bounds of the explored void. Naturally, some have yet to arrive on board, but you have had the pleasure of meeting one of them. Edelthrad may be somewhat disconcerted by the scale of the responsibility. Blood right alone is not enough to earn the high honor of becoming the bearer of a warrant of trade. Nonetheless, your abilities and talents may yet prove useful. If not for the role of Lord Captain, impatience. I am rather fond of impatient people. They are not as quick to resign themselves to circumstance and more eager to show initiative. Even if I do choose Edelthrad as my successor, I will still require loyal advisors. The skills and knowledge you acquired in your former life may prove invaluable here, in the Coronis Expanse. Service in the Astra Militarum is a trial from which very few people emerge with their life. That you have risen through the ranks of the Imperial Guard and assumed command of an army is a testament to your astuteness, both on the battlefield and in the tangled net of officer intrigues. I assure you, the company that a rogue trader keeps will offer you plenty of chances to demonstrate both your diplomatic skills and your combat Moreover, your courage has made you far more famous than you yourself probably realize. True feats of heroism will forever live on in the annals of the Imperium and bring honor to the von Valancius line. I have some time before the Navigator gives the signal to initiate the Void Ship's translation out of the warp, and my presence is required on the bridge. Observe, learn, absorb. It will take time for you to find your bearings aboard this vessel and in your new position. Eventually, I will find a post that suits you as I did for Edelthrad. Until that time comes, consider yourself my aide. In that case, I shall head to...
Challenging me was a mistake.
The Masters demand your death! Look out!
Tried and tested tactics are the best ones. Reduced to dust!
Follow my lead. Death to the heretics! Death to the weak! Out of my way! Death to non-believers! Challenge done. I know what to do.
Crush the feeble!
Chaos guides me.
No mercy for
I've seen worse battles than this in my time. One fewer target.
I said, so that's how it's done.
I serve the ruinous powers.
For now. That's gonna hurt.
Mort, take a team with you and clear a path to the transport line. Do not let a single whoreson survive. Didn't bat an eye when that scum burst onto the deck, huh? Not bad. I have seen many an officer who panicked at the sight of combat on the upper decks. The false sense of security offered. Mort has gone on ahead to clear a path for us. If you want to make yourself useful, go after him and see if the Arch-Militant requires aid. And be quick about it.
Stay sharp.
Thank Providence you are...
Always on time, eh, Coonrad? The moment we finish chasing the
Mort, hold yourself together.
What, did the Lord Captain send you to
Master of Whispers, what is happening on my ship?
I have not yet received word from the Engineering regarding any Gellerfield failures, but communications were already unstable half an hour ago, and now they have ceased altogether. Whatever the cause may be, the consequences are spreading fast.
Lunatics, fools, heretics. This ship houses thousands upon thousands of people. First, we have to confirm that the bridge at Edelthrad. Where is he? I must know if he is unharmed. A psyker aboard a ship that is potentially being
I tried to locate him, but the last thing...
Blast it! Master of...
If I'm...
Then it's settled. Find Edelthrad and bring him here. In whatever state you find him. This elevator. Then move out! Mort, come.
Are you ready to head to 18? It is a long walk, and you do not even have proper... Oh, certainly. Careful, careful. Be gentle with our How perceptive of you. I'll help you with the next insight. I need you. We are in the anteroom of the Warring Chamber, this void ship's most hallowed vault. There, on the contrary, the Warp's blessing has raised me too much above your kind. Fond, wretched. What do you know about wretchedness? Theodorus Kerr. Are you hoping to buy a grain of her indulgence with your blind loyalty? Oh, I know this delusion. But thank the gods it no longer has power over me. Humanity can rot. I no longer serve mortal kind. Once my work is done, I'll make that pompous wench Von Valencius watch as I sacrifice her entire dynasty and commit their fate to the gods. And you will be the instrument. Did you forget something? I suggest you hurry.
High levels of caustic humors. The subject is in a state of heightened stress. Do you require assistance? Request accept.
There is still another way.
Escort the child of the house to safety. Distance from the current location to the nearest arsenal. Initiating situational calculations. Temporary obnubilation following acute stress. Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel standing by. Mobile unit of the Warrant Sentinel designed as a personal escort of the child of the house and a means of communicating with the rogue trader's subjects. Mobile unit standing by. Middle and upper decks. Assuming the probability of safe placement in areas of concentration of armed units. Calculating.
Marching ahead.
Master! What? Well, whatever are you doing in the Warren Chamber? How did you... What? Oh, holy God, Emperor! I presume he is the one responsible for the mutiny. And, Master, I wish to remind you that you are to refer to the Lord Captain as Lady Theodora. Saints' blood! And it is small wonder that the heretics are so well organized. I thought his order to seal the passages between decks was his attempt to stop the attackers from spreading to other levels. But now I see the real reason. It was to stop the enforcers from intervening. You're in a bad way. I can...
consider that off limits.
Look no further. Let me help. That is a noticeable improvement. But that is not the worst of it all. All these jolts and shaking are most alarming. These are signs that the navigator and the master helmsman are having difficulty translating the ship out of the warp and into real space. Come. The Lord Captain is...
Surrender to the dark powers! Sacrifice!
Violence it is, then.
You'll make a suitable sacrifice! Chaos guides me! Ah! Death to the weak!
I've suffered worse.
With purpose. Done and done.
Such is the will of chaos! Out of my way!
I took care of this one. Indeed.
Death to non-believers!
Forward. They won't expect this. This is how it's done.
Chaos guides me!
A tactically sound approach. Reduced to dust.
I serve the ruinous powers!
As said, so done and done.
I took care of this one.